Wow, would you get a load of that totally seamless fade out? Hi everyone, welcome in. Good time zone, and what is up, gamers? Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a beautiful Monday. I hope you had good weekends. It's very good to be here again. Hello. Let me just check and make sure that my chatbot is doing its thing. It is! Hooray! Wizard, good stuff. Hello. And hello indeed, too. Some folks are in the chat already. Hello, Turnip. Hello, Casa. Hello, Theo. Hello. Hope you're having wonderful Mondays. It is very lovely to see y'all. How y'all doing? And hello, my currently very cluttered art doing area. Oh no. Let me just scoot some things out of the way. So this is the painting that we're working on today, in case you haven't seen it, or in case you didn't know. It looks like this. I'm beginning to question whether or not I think I forgot to make one of my go live notifications. I have to do all of these things by hand. I don't have like a fancy robot to do it for me. Paste. Okay. Hashtag Twitch, hashtag art. Hashtag, I don't know how much hashtags do. But oh well. Hashtag whimsy, just for fun. Anyways. How's everyone doing? It's lovely to see you. This is the last day we have to work on this, so I gotta get it did, basically, at this point. Because tomorrow is October the 1st. And as soon as October hits, I've got Stream Inc. to do for the whole gosh dang month. That is a painting per day for a month. And I am so pumped, and I am also so scared. Stream Inc., you say? Yes, I do. Here it is. In case you don't know, Stream Inc. is a daily art prompt challenge happening over the entire month of October. That is 31 prompts over 31 days. Anyone is welcome to participate and do any of the prompt fills that they want, as much or as few as you want to. It's all for fun and for free. I'm going to try and do all of them because I enjoy that challenge like once or twice a year, and then going back to doing like 2 paintings a month. But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I am hosting one of the days, so I'm one of the featured streamers for a week from today. Mark your calendars. October 7th is Blustery Day, and we're going to be doing a painting, and I can show you what I have of the sketch for it so far, because I've got a little stack of sketches in here to show you that are things that I will be doing for Stream Inc. Painting them. Oh boy, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I've done it before, so you know, I think we'll be good. I'm just alt texting this unfinished watercolor of a frog mage reading a book. Done. Now the people of Mastodon know that I'm live. I don't think I've signed into Blue Sky on that device, so Blue Sky users, I don't know if anyone who uses Blue Sky who's following me actually looks at any of my posts. I rarely post on Blue Sky because I just can't keep track of all of them. There's too many. It hurts my brain. Anyways. I'm trying my best. But yeah, this is what we're painting today. These are the paints that we're using. It is a little cold weather palette I mixed up myself using Lunar Red Rock down here as the anchor color for this rainbow. I think it's very cozy. I hope you think it's cozy too. I mean, how is this not a set of cozy colors? I don't know. Anyways, but I want to show you the sketches I have thus far for Stream Inc. because I'm pretty jazzed about them. And I hope that you like them too. Okay, so it's kind of hard to see because they're all pencil sketches, so I'll try and bring it in. This is what I did for Dinosaur. This is my take on an Archaeopteryx. Because why? Because it's one of my faves, but also, crucially, my long-running, ongoing Dungeons & Dragons campaign, I play a Goblin Sorcerer, and my Goblin Sorcerer has a familiar, and their familiar is an Archaeopteryx. So, like, how could I not? how could I not take this opportunity to do a little portrait of my sorcerer's familiar? Why not? Anyways, the next prompt word for day 2 is shrimp. And so I've done, this is what I look like when I'm doing an art stream. This is exactly what I look like when I'm doing an art stream. Lino, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you for the plaps. I very appreciate it. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Monday. Oi, oi, savalois to you too. Theo says, I love them. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please do note that my feet do not touch the floor. And it is true. So, there you have it. This is for shrimp. For obvious reasons. Anyways. The next one was unhinged. This isn't done yet, but it's just a couple of buddies who are married. And oh no, would you look at that? The hinge needs fixing. So this little handyman is working on it, and his sweetheart is bringing him a cup of tea while he does renovations. Because I am a sap. And I thought it'd be fun. And also, genuinely, the first thing that I thought of when I thought of unhinged was, like, fixing the door. I'm familiar with not reaching the floor, says Theo. It is a mood. Permanent mood. Now, you'll notice for a lot of these sketches that I haven't sketched in a lot of the backgroundy stuff. I'm kind of hoping to just rough that in a little bit closer to the actual painting time. Just to save myself time on speedrunning these sketches ahead of time, so I kind of don't have to do everything at the last minute. But this is what I did for the prompt familiar, and this has a story. Okay, so these are gonna be, I'm gonna put some, like, enchanted foresty back, because they're gonna be in, like, the clearing of an enchanted looking forest kind of situation. And this has a story in as much as this, in like everything down to like their positioning and their poses here, based on a very magical situation that I witnessed once while I was on my early morning perambulations, and in this park near a bus stop, I saw this little black cat run across the street, and then like a minute later run back across the street with a second black cat in tow, and there was a third black cat already sitting in this little playground in the park, and they all just sort of had this little, like, they were having this little meeting, and it just seemed like some sort of very important business is being discussed here. So this, I figure this is like a little group of familiars, and perhaps they're like discussing to potentially unionize, I don't know. But that was my thinking. Kobe, hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see you, and welcome. Hello. Theo says, that's fucking adorable. Thank you. It's incredibly ambiguous who those two could be. Indeed 'tis. Thank you. But yes. Next one. What was the next one? Oh yes, this one also unfinished. It's cheese. The prompt word is cheese, so I've done a little cheese board, but I wanted to add like so I've got a little like cheese board sort of type situation of like a snacky meal, but I've got 2 cheeses. I've got a bit of some nice crusty bread loaf, and then I've got some delicious marmalade, but I want to add maybe like a bit of fruit, maybe some grapes or some berries. I haven't decided, and also a third cheese if I can fit it in. This is mimolette, by the way, and this is a lovely soft brie. Not that you can tell, but it will be. It looks like some damn good marmalade. It does, if you can tell, it does say finest. But it does say finest in quotations, which I know sometimes they use for emphasis, but it also raises doubts every time I see it. But you see it a lot on, like, vintage packaging, so I wanted to get the word finest in there in, like, finest marmalade. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe someone tried it and was like, this is the finest marmalade I've ever had. And they're like, oh, we can use that as a quote on our labels. I don't know. So we've got a lovely jar of marmalade, and yeah, I'm thinking maybe some grapes or like an apple. I tried drawing an orange, but it looked really stupid, so I deleted it. So I don't know, but I want to get another cheese if I can if I can fit another cheese into this, or at the very least maybe some fruit or something just to balance it out a little bit, because it still feels a little bit sparse. I feel like we could add some more stuff, maybe even just some crumbs. I'm gonna add more stuff to this. And anyways, things always look a little bit questionable as sketches, but can be improved upon once you actually color them in. Likewise, this is moss. Again, I haven't drawn in any of like the tree, but there's going to be a bunch of trees because this is like a little pond in a forest with like mossy rocks and stuff. And my thinking was, it's more like, you know, that feeling when you feel like you're kind of just stuck and you're not making any progress and you're not doing anything. So this person is kind of just like blending into the rock and like they're gathering moss and stuff. But the thing is, you're still percolating in those periods of time, and that's kind of what I wanted to get across here, is that sometimes it feels like, oh man, I haven't done any writing in like 2 weeks. Well, guess what? Your brain has been running in the background, you know, like, and when you get back to it, you'll have more ideas, or at least that's my experience. Like 90% of the like painting and drawing process is me just like vaguely processing in the background and coming up with ideas. So that's it's a little bit sad, but hopefully a little bit hopeful as well. And then this is my prompt. It's blustery. It's a blustery day. And Terry it has decided to just take advantage of the high winds and go off on a little adventure, which I think is very lovely of him, and I hope he has a lovely time. So we're gonna see a lot of like there's gonna be like some treetops and hills down here that he's sort of flying above, and then a lot of clouds in the sky as well, because it's that kind of a day. So yeah, Terry is heading off on an adventure, but I'm hoping I can kind of just improvise tree shapes, and I think honestly that'll probably look the nice. Can you focus, please? Thank you. I'm gonna improvise a lot of tree shapes, and I think that'll be probably the most effective way to do it. Anyways, oh, this one was honey. So I've got again some hills that are just like dotted with wildflowers all over the place. And a nice, you know, sort of sky with maybe some little fluffy clouds. And then if you look over here, oh, look, it's a couple of beekeepers, and they're tending to their bees, and he's looking at a honeycomb, and, you know, they're checking on their bees. They're whispering little positive affirmations to the bees. They're telling the bees they're doing an amazing job, you know, that kind of thing. I think these two have a very happy, community of bees. Like, look at them. They're being nice to the bees. It's lovely. You love to see it. Anyways, so that's that. This one, again, there's gonna be a ton of background. I just haven't drawn it in yet, but this is the beginning of spores. Or spore, I don't know. Anyways, I did a lot. I had to research about spores. It was hard work. But I felt like I needed some context for spores. And so these two are, I don't know if this is going to be a TOS violation, but technically they're kind of making babies. In as much as I'm going to have like a cloud of spores sort of like floating upwards from them. I hope that's okay. Anyways, Kobe says, I recently learned about the tradition of telling bees the news, and I love that so much. They do? Ah! That is so cute! That is so cute. I love that. That's absolutely lovely. Oh, that is so stinking precious and good. It's important for the bees to know about, you know, sort of the, about the, you know, current events and stuff as well. That's really sweet. Anyways, this is for glass. I decided to do a glass potion bottle. It is, as you can see, my focus juice, and it is running away from me. So, I don't know, this just feels correct. Oh my goodness, telling the bees from the Wikipedia. Thank you, Kobe, that's amazing. The birds and the fungal spores talk with Sammy. Yes, Casa, absolutely. Thank you for the many bees, everyone. Thank you. Okay, this is one I I struggled hard with what to come up with for magic. I ended up doing this little skeleton wizard who is making a potion in a big old cauldron here. Just, or it may be a salad dressing, we're not sure. This could be balsamic vinegar, and this could well be, you know, like some za'atar or something. Theo says, are you sure that's not my focus juice running away from me? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's the communal focus juice. I don't know. What was this one? Oh, okay, yeah. So, the next prompt after magic was tarot card. And I thought the coolest way to do that would be to Skelly Wizard from the Jam Basement, says Lino. Oh my god, you know what? It is now, yes. I thought the best way to do tarot card as a prompt was to go to like a random... I don't have a tarot deck at home. So I thought the best replacement for that would just be to go to like random tarot card generator website. So I went to random tarot card generator website. And asked it to draw me a card. And we received the Ace of Cups. Which I have interpreted as this. Cause I read okay, you can't actually see. It says Ace of Cups on the bottom. And, the sort of classical art that I found for the Ace of Cups was like a big goblet in the center that's like overflowing.
Attention.
With...
Twitch user Sammy Kelsch.
Choppers.
Hello, Raiders. Welcome on in. Hello. It is wonderful to see you. Thank you for the raid, Sammy. And how was your stream? Welcome. What were you up to today? I'd love to hear all about it. And not to inundate just as you've come in, but as usual, if you have any artwork or anything like that you would like to share with us, I would love to share it with the class. Feel free to send a link into my whispers, and I will share. But only if you want to, of course, no pressure. But hi everybody, welcome in. This is the Ace of Cups because tarot card prompt, and that is the random tarot card that I drew. So I decided to make an Ace of Cups teacup, because why not? And because the meaning of the card is like, it's supposed to signify like good things happening and blossoming sort of love and that kind of thing. And so I decided to have a couple of lovers going for a little swim in the giant teacup. My moderator/spouse has just come home, so I'll be back in just a second. But hello, Sammy, and welcome on in. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Back in a sec. Hi, babe. Aw, thank you, baby. Welcome home.
You've just been raided.
Yeah.
Get back.
Okay.
Do your job.
Thank you for picking up Cumin, sweetheart. I love you. Anyways, hello again. Lino says hello, sunshine, babe.
Hello, Lino.
He says hello. Thank you. Sammy Ann says, good, was prepping for October Madness. Ooh! What are you up to for October? I'm doing streaming, and we've just been going through the artwork that I've sketched out for streaming thus far. This is tarot card, and it is the Ace of Cups was the tarot card that I drew. So I've got all these little splashes overflowing from the cup, cause it overfloweth with good things and love, I suppose, if the significance of the card is anything to go by. And, there's a couple of... I'm gonna make it, sort of one of those nice, like, patterned, like, vintage teacups, because I think they're super cute. Theo says, oh, he picked up cumin. That's very nice. We're having a meal that needs cumin in, tomorrow. That's how many days in tomorrow. Jeez Louise. Ooh, I would love to check out your Instagram, Sammy, and heck yeah, let me cue that up. I should introduce myself. Hi, everybody. For anyone who's new here, my name is Twitch user Sammy Couch. This is what we're actually going to be painting today. I'm an art streamer. I do art streams on Mondays and Thursdays. I do cozy game streams on Fridays and very once in a while on a Sunday, just for fun. I mean, it's all just for fun, but anywho. We're working on this piece in watercolor today. It is Terry. He is our dear friend, our forg mage buddy, who is reading a book in his cozy little reading nook. Sammy is excellent. We're here for more forg mage art. And I shall tell you about what I'm having tomorrow, because Theo has asked what we're having for dinner tomorrow. So it is this very classic, I don't know if it has a name, sort of meal, which is you take... Sorry, I got jump scared by the ice cream van. Who's getting ice cream? It's not warm out there anymore. Anyways, we take like some corn mince, and I'll like chop up some potatoes, dice up some carrots, whatever other vegetables I happen to have, garlic, and then just kind of throw it all into a pan and cook it until everything's nice and done. Seasoned with plenty of cumin, because I think it suits it. I don't know if this dish has a name. It's just a very tasty and fulfilling one-pan meal. Deliciousness. Good times. Anyways, it's 20 degrees here, so there may be some takers, says Sammy Ann. Ooh, delightful. I don't actually know what temperature it is here. Goodness gracious. Anywho, right, you will need to look at my Instagram for a second first, because that is how the thingy works. If I want it to look at a web browser page, it wants to go to my Instagram first. So here's the thing I posted recently. My shop updated. But apart from that, here's the painting I did. It's a couple little guys in their cozy cottage. But more importantly, Sammy Ann just rated us and is lovely and does some lovely, lovely artworks. Oh my goodness! Oh, I haven't seen this one yet. Okay, I saw this when it was a work in progress. I did not see it done. Oh my goodness. They are so stinking cute. I love this so much. I'm gonna comment as well. I'm just gonna say I love this so much. There we go. Because I do. Look at them. Oh, they're so sweet. The one in the middle who's made friends with a bee. That is very cute. You can see the ones in the background doing a little playfully butting heads. I love them. I love the fact that they've got like little leaves growing on their antlers. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. I want to live in it. This turned out absolutely lovely, Sammy Ann. It is just wonderful. And thank you so much for sharing this with us. What's next? What's next? Come on. What's next? Oh, yes, we've got this beautiful Mother Earth as well. Look at her. Oh, I love her so much. This is really, really, really lovely. Oh my gosh, the like oceanic sort of tails of her robes at the bottom here is so gorgeous. And just the greenery and like her hair and the weather and this is so good. This is so good, and I love it. This is amazing, and thank you so much for sharing with us. Very much appreciated. Let me get another shout out for Sammy Ann in chat, because I can do two kinds of shout outs. And once again, if you're not following Sammy Ann, you should go do that. What a beautiful wreath, says Theo. I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly. Oh, hold up. There's a scroll across. Oh, look at this. This is so cute. Oh, I love the fact that she's got like a little bird in her hair. She's so sweet. She seems like she would be really chill and lovely to hang out with. Just have a nice cup of tea and recycle. Anyways, I love her so much. Thank you so much for sharing these with us. As always, Sammy Ann, I really appreciate it. And once again, if you're not following Sammy Ann, the link is in the chat to do so. Oh my gosh, it's North American species on the left and European species on the right. There is so much amazing detail in this piece. You should be very proud. That's amazing. Truly amazing. Anyways, let me catch up with chat. Hello. What did I miss? Oh geez, it's been very rainy in the Manchestrian regions. I'm not surprised. It gets wet up there, and high winds as well, as if memory serves. Oh dear. So sorry to hear that. Apparently it's been floody in Brum as well. It's just been wet and miserable. For sure. It's been pretty wet and miserable here in Oxfordshire as well, if I'm being honest. But yes. I hope that, oh no, Cassie says our building cellar flooded 2 weeks ago. Goodness gracious. I do hope that everything dries out and that everyone be's okay. I know there are parts of the, sort of eastern eastern side of the states that have been hit quite badly with flooding and stuff. And I really do hope that that everyone is able to get safe and be okay and recover as much as they can. And if you do have the means to help out, there are a lot of resources available for where you can donate and stuff. And yes. Anyways, I hope the weather be's better. Basically, very much I do. But yeah, this is what we're working on today. But oh yes, so to finish off, here are the streaming sketches I have so far. So this was the Ace of Cups for tarot card, and the next one after that was, okay, so the prompt was lightning, and I couldn't decide what to do for lightning, so I decided, okay, what if you're a werewolf, and you get spooked by lightning, and so he's hiding under a blanket because the lightning is spooky scary, and look, his vampire boyfriend has brought him a nice hot cup of comforting tea, and there's going to be some lightning strikes in the window there. Trying to keep things light on detail for this and absolutely failing, but so far I haven't drawn any bookshelves, so that's a good thing. And then we're back to dinosaur, but there is one more that I'm not finished with yet. And the prompt for this one was alien, and so this is, as you can tell, this is a desert. And there's going to be more than one little guy, but so far I've got one little guy looking up at into the very clear sky at night, looking for aliens, and I think I'm just gonna pop a little sort of like suspicious twinkle up in the air or something to suggest that maybe they've sighted something otherworldly. But they're gonna have friends. But hopefully that one turns out cute. I think this one will turn out cute. Look at him. He's just like, oh gosh, what could come into focus. What could that be? I wonder what it is. Could it be aliens? I bet it's aliens. Anyways, but yeah, so that was my thinking for alien, and that's as far as I've gotten on the Stream Inc. sketches front. So, phew, got a lot to deal with. Anyways, Cassie says I'm on high ground, but it's affected trains and stuff. Oh goodness gracious! I am glad to hear that you are safe and okay though. For sure. But yeah. Theo says, I'm glad you're on high ground at least. My phone really wanted me to write, glad you're on high horse. I don't think... I guess that would be a useful horse to be on as well, but I'd be very impressed if Casa was watching from literally a horse. Anyways, oh, so cozy and blankety, says Sammy, and thank you. But this is what we're working on today. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some of it done. First of all, I need to fill up my water cup, because my water cup is currently empty. And I have this pure water bottle, so I'm going to use that because I don't have any drinking water with me at the moment. I have 3 beverages, but they all are of different colors because they have beverages inside them, and I'm not painting with tea today, though. If you want expertise in painting with tea, go follow Twitch user Sammy and Art. Anyways, I have just a very simple like mint tea, which tastes like a very simple mint tea. Honestly, sometimes if I make a very weak mint tea, it kind of tastes like... It tastes like when you're chewing mint gum and it's kind of lost the bulk of its flavor. It's like that. Delightful. I also have, for a refreshing cold beverage, I have Summer Fruits Cordial with cold water. Tastes like undetermined fruit. And I also have a cranberry pie tea. So really spanning the seasons with my teas today. Anyways, Sammy and so dear, I love a good mint tea, but that does not sound fun. Honestly, I still love it. I do love a mint tea, as y'all probably know. If you've been here for a while, you will have heard me drinking mint teas before. One of my favorites is the mojito tea, which is a green tea with mint and lime. Oh my goodness, it's so good. It's so good. It's so, like, somehow it's cozy. It's very cozy as a hot beverage, but also very refreshing as a cold beverage. So I'm happy with it at every temperature, and that is a really nice thing to have. I am going to moisturize just a smidge before I get started, if that's okay. So Terry, would you just watch that for me? And I'm going to... I was going to say when the weather gets cold, I find that my skin gets quite dry, but actually, no, that's not true. I just have dry skin all the time. And I want to have, you know, I want to make sure that my hands are good and limbered up before I start painting. And a good way to do that is to make sure that they are well moisturized. This is a bit of a mood to say and that many teas to savor. Yeah, I have a bit of sort of a flavor flight happening here, which is really nice. BRB transferring to other rooms, says Casa. Have a nice transference. So my hands are all nice and moisturized. I use this because I discovered it a few months ago and I find that it's really, really, really good. It's not the cheapest hand cream, but it's got good ingredients and you really don't need very much. Like a little goes a very long way. So this tube will last me for quite a while. Also, it was on offer from Boots, so I bought 2 boxes a couple weeks ago. Yay! Anyways. Oh no! Thank you, Theo. I was going to turn it on before stream started, and then I got distracted by other things, as I often do. So if anyone did want to redeem a terrible drawing time, you can. I just forgot to set it up before we started. Because, of course, the last stream I did was not an art stream, so this is a redeem that I have to toggle. I have to manually toggle on and off when I'm streaming and then not streaming. For that reason. Anyways. Okay. Hopefully that should be working for y'all now. If anyone does want to redeem anything, you can do. Okay. Shall I paint? Oh no. If I paint, it means I have to decide what I'm going to paint first. Oh no. Cannot stress enough how much. Oh no. Oh, yes, I do need a cup of tea. Thank you, Lino. And now I'm moisturizing my insides. No one should ever refer to drinking beverages in that way. And I'm sorry I did. I'm so very, very sorry that I did. Oh no. Heck. Alright. I think so. I have done the lines on all of the bookies. So I think, why don't I do the bookshelf portion next? I'm going to use this brush. Why this brush in particular? I don't know why. I was sort of torn between this one and this one. I think I'll save this one for other bits. I will use this one first. For wholly arbitrary reasons that even I don't myself understand. Okay, so I need to make sort of a more brownish green. So what I think I will... I don't remember what colors I used to mix up the original bookshelf color here, which is quite a sort of greenish, brownish green. It feels like they took a very transparent green stain on top of some wood. To me anyways. So that's what I would kind of like to try and replicate here if I can. That's blue, brown. This one is brown. Okay. Though I suppose I could conceivably also use just the red with it. That would probably also work, but I'll use this. See how I get on. Okay. Could I just pick up a little bit? Get a nice concentrated puddle of intense couleur, if I may. That'll be good. Okay. This one is brown. I do actually have the names written on the butts of these, so that if I'm entirely not sure what which color it is, I can just look at the butt and be like, oh yeah, this one is yellow, you know. Though I mean the yellow is fairly obvious, but these I kind of get mixed up sometimes because they all look very similar in the, even though they don't look similar at all here, they all look very similar here. So Sammy Ann is getting food and getting cozy. I hope you enjoy your food, and I hope you enjoy your coziness, and I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you so much once again for the raid, and I hope you have a wonderful lurk. Thank you, thank you. Going to just pull in a smidgen more green. I am a little bit concerned that I haven't made enough paint over here, and that I'm going to run out before I've done the entire doodah. Bookcase, that's it, before I do the entire bookcase. So hopefully this will work. Let's just try sort of an unobtrusive bit. There's a bonk, an exclamation mark bonk in the chat, and I genuinely have no idea what was said that was bonkable. Was it me? Did I say something bonkable? If I did, do let me know, because I genuinely have no hecking clue. I don't know if that's just me being a generally bonkable individual, just not realizing that I've said something questionable. Who knows? Anyways. Okay. We have one line. Is it visible? Yeah, it's visible-ish. It's visible-ish. I can just look at the butt. It's the butt of the paint pan. It's fine. Listen, everybody's got a butt, okay? That's normal. Hey, sunshine. Yes, you have a butt too. Hello. Love you. Anyways. Theo has quoted me saying, maybe I'm just a generally bonkable individual.
Else gets to find out.
I don't know if you did y'all hear what my moderator / spouse just said, because I'm blushing, and it is true. Anyways, okay, shall I do another attempted little line here? Oh, terrifying. Honestly, the lines are the most terrifying part of the whole painting process, if I'm being honest. This is the scariest bit. Hey, love, do you need something?
I put the kettle on. Did you want another drink, or you're okay for that?
I have 3 drinks, baby.
It's fairly early in the process, so I'm not surprised.
Okay, yeah. But thank you for asking.
It's like 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Right. I think I might want to switch to the other brush after this. Or maybe I might use this one for the window frame. It might be good for the window frame, but it's a little bit, the other brush is even finer than this brush, and I do like having a nice fine line in things. It's just, it's easy to be a smidge more precise, which is kind of nice. But I think this will do for now. This is all quite dark anyways. Okay, I gotta go sideways, everybody. So apologies. Don't let the blood rush to your head as we maneuver through various different angles of looking at the artwork. Anywhoomst, how was everybody's weekend? What'd y'all get up to this weekend? Did you do anything fun? Did you do anything neat? Any interesting developments to report? I would, of course, love to hear all about them. I think, honestly, most of my weekend consisted of either sketching things ahead of streaming or trying to think of things to sketch ahead of streaming. I think that was, like, the main thrust of my weekend. And so here I am. Desperately trying to get this stuff done before then. And it's going okay. We have a terrible drawing time. I'm just going to finish up this set of lines and then I will do the terrible drawing. Of Lino, why? Why you do this to me? The most horrifying thing anyone has ever made me draw, and you keep making me revisit it. I mean, I know it's terrible drawing time, but I don't know. Do I need to rename it to bully the streamer time? Please don't bully me, I'm very sensitive. Anyways. But yes, I shall do that in just a second. Whilst I'm finishing up with these lines, allow me to explain what the deal is with terrible drawing time. Basically, it is a mistake that the streamer made, whereby one time they were like, oh, wouldn't it be fun if I had this little channel point redeem where for, like, let's say 5,000 channel points, I get 5 minutes to draw a character or concept of the requester's choosing from memory or sight unseen if it's something I'm not familiar with, on a big canvas where I do all of the little doodles. And yeah, so that's a thing that exists that I have roped myself into doing, and you know, I do give a disclaimer that I take no responsibility for any psychic damage that may incur as a result of making your terrible drawing request, but do bear in mind that a lot of the time the psychic damage ends up being inflicted upon me. So thank you for that. I'll be sending you my therapy bills later. Okay. So the bookshelf is pretty much done. Hooray. Now I'm just gonna... What?
Oh hell yeah, Sledge Callier just subscribed. 43 months, that's nearly a year. Also, 3D printer about to kick off.
Sledge, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate it. Very lovely. Also, I did hear the 3D printer warm-up noises. There's a 3D printer in the studio, by the way, so if you hear any, like, robot sounds, that's the 3D printer. It is a bamboo printer, and so her name is Bambi. Anyways, hi Lex, welcome on in. I'm just about to do a terrible drawing. You're just in time. I don't have the terrible drawing canvas with me. It's on the other side of the studio. One moment, please. And once again, I just have to ask the question of why. Why would you do this to me? I thought we were friends. I have a question for you, Sunshine.
Hello.
Why?
Because you suck at the punishment?
Am I?
I don't know.
Anyways, here's the terrible drawing canvas. I honestly don't know if there's space on this page for this unless I draw it real tiny. I'm not sure there's space on this page unless I draw it really, really tiny. So I might need to start a new page just to do this one. So I'm going to do that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, somebody is really warming up now. Oh my god. Is she okay? I think she's just calibrating. She's just calibrating. It's fine. I don't know what she's going to be printing, but I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that there's a very good chance it could be to do with Warhammer. So. I hate this. Thank you. Where's my timer? Here's my timer. Okay. Anyways. Oh, I just had a notification that a username I don't recognize has liked one of my Instagram photos. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I can't check it right now, but I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that, as with every time a username I don't recognize has liked one of my Instagram photos, it's that one Hollow Knight art that I did that has 100 times more likes than anything else I've ever done. And I definitely am not jealous of it on behalf of my other paintings. Anyways, hey love. What? Fun. Just so you know, I have actually started using this pencil. Sorry, don't know. My moderator slash spouse is talking to me. You can't hear him from all the way over there. This is not very good entertainment, sweetheart. I'm trying to let... You're distracting the entertainer. What? Oh my god. Love you too. Anyways, I'm gonna set a timer for 5 minutes. I'm gonna set the timer for 5 minutes. I can't tell you what just happened. Because it's personal. Anyways, right. Oh, is there a shark in the chat? Neat. I like shark. Anyways, I have to draw a long... Oh, God. Okay. How am I gonna do this? So, here's the thing. He's riding a horse. I'm gonna put him over here. He's riding a horse. Yeah, I figure it's probably going pretty badly. So, how am I gonna do this? Okay. Here's his stupid, terrible little face. Here's his nose. Here's it. It's fine. He's very happy about it, as you can see. He's having an amazing time. Alright, there we go. And then his head. Whoa. He's trying to ride a horse. I don't know how good it's going. Also, this artwork is extremely cursed. He's just, I think his arms are just gonna be kind of like... I think his arms don't know what his arms are doing at this point. It's just kind of like, wee! So, you know, he's having a good time, and that's the most important thing, right? Are y'all having a good time? I am here. Everything's fine. Is anyone still watching this stream? I would be shocked and stunned at this point. Okay. So here's his little leggies. I can't remember whether or not he's in high top shoes or not, so I'm just gonna have him be not in high top shoes. And then you can't really see the other leggy because here's Haunts. Here's where we learn how much I don't know how to draw horses. Hooray! Which is very, it turns out. There we go. The horse has a little mane. And the horse has big horse nostrils, because that's the thing I know that horses have. And some eyes. And a big smile. Oh wow, get a load of this absolute horse. Yeah, put him in riding boots. You know what? If I have time at the end of the drawing, I will attempt to make riding boots. Right now I'm just trying to figure out, like, basic horse anatomy. There's a nice little horse tail. Oh wow, get a load of this absolute Haunts. But of course, this isn't just any old horse. This is a high horse. So, welcome to the stuff of nightmares. Little Haunts shoes on it. This is, oh, good lord. This is, how shall I say, alarming. I hate that this exists. I hate that I'm drawing it even as I continue to do so. No, I'm upset. I'm upset. I hate this. I hate it. Even as I am actively, you know, in the process of drawing this, God, I am not mastering the art of, like, horse locomotion here. This is not how horses work at all. But, you know, it is for the purposes of this very bad drawing. Good God. I'm upset. I'm really quite upset. I hate this so much. I don't know what else to do. Okay, maybe we can just see a little bit of horseshoe coming around the back there so it doesn't look quite so cursed. I mean, this looks incredibly cursed, and now, oh, I need to draw in, like, horse butt. There's horse butt. Because, of course, horse have butt. And Crack Bandicoot is having the absolute time of his life up on this high horse. Gonna draw in his little belt buckle here. Like so. I hate this. I'm upset. I feel like, okay, I feel like I can do a better job at the very least of horse face. I feel like that horse face is bad. It isn't even Halloween yet. Well, you know, like, I wasn't the one who asked me to draw this, am I? I was here being like, oh, hello, what if I draw some coziness today? Some coziness will be nice. Shut up, timer. I feel like I'm redrawing the horse because I feel like the horse is not... I feel like there's no way that the horse is okay with any of this, either. So, I'll give them 2 ears. And if they look haunted, that's because they are. There we go. That's a much better horse. Okay. Is anyone still watching this stream? Because I would not blame you if you left. Let us never speak with this again. Let us never look at this again. Let us cancel this channel point redeem. That is the end of Terrible Drawing Time forever, and I'm never doing it again. Thank you. Okay. Now, moving on. Painting. What was I saying about cozy vibes? We were summoning the coziest of vibes today. Let's summon some cozy vibes. Anyways, thank you for that redeem. I hope you enjoyed it. I am scarred for life. Okay. Alright. Cool. Taking a sip of my tea and doing some painty paints. Anyways, the horse has a redeem called Terrible Riding Time. It is having a terrible time. Like, you can tell. Anyways. Okay. What do I want to line? Actually, you know, before I do more liney line stuff, I feel like, okay, I feel like this paintbrush is starting to die, which is depressing, but also looking at it, it is, I'm pretty sure Cotman's is this brand's, like, student grade cheapo brush name, so it is possible that I unknowingly bought the cheapest brush you can get, or one, you know, certainly of like the art supplies shop grade ones. It's not actually that good, which might be why it's dying after like a year and a half. Has it been a year and a half since I bought this? But when the heck did I buy this brush? I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. And I mean, yes, I do use it quite a bit, but still. I just wanted to pop some very little bit of shadows behind these books sort of on the wall here. Because I felt like that would look cute. I just thought it would be cute, so. Hopefully is cute. And actually, while I've got this paint on my brush, can I kind of just darken down some of these little bits of shadow as well? I feel like don't want to be as dark as I want them to be. I want you to be able to see that there's shadows happening there. Okay, I think I fixed it. I think that's all good. Okie dokie. I'm gonna retire this for the moment, I think. Or am I? Am I? Yes, I'm gonna retire this for the moment. I might bring it back to do... Ooh, should I do like the wood grain texture stuff first? Or should I finish the lines first? No, I'm going to do the wood grain. Okay, I'm going to keep using this brush for now because I want to make some nice wood grain textures. To which end I need to make an appropriate wood grain color because I want a little bit of grain on this and maybe this shelf here and maybe even the floor. I don't know. But we'll start with the window frame wants a little bit of wood grain texture. So, going to put together some colors. I'm going to pick up some of our black. And I might blend that with a little bit of the orange, perhaps. This can be this doesn't need to be super dark. In comparison with like the line weight, it's just there for a little texture. Maybe I forget what colors I used to make this this frame, which does not help, but never mind. Anyways, I'm going to be roasting a squash with tonight's dinner. I'm very excited about that. I don't know the name of it, but it's like sort of, it's like oblong in shape, and it's got sort of these, it's like a off-white color, and then it's got like sort of green striations going across it. It's very bumpy. I don't know. Anyways, I'm very excited to be roasting it. I think it's going to be really delicious. Is the plant a pilea? It looks a little bit like a pilea. It is a type of plant that I don't know the name of off the top of my head, so I'm looking it up so I can tell you whether or not it is. That's what it is. Yeah, it's one of them. That's what they're called. I just legit knew it as like circular leaf plant that I think is cute. So it's a pilea. Oh, I love them. Yay. But yes, it is one because A, I thought it would be a really cute plant, and B, the leaves kind of remind me of lily pads, which feels appropriate for a forg. Pilea is circular leaf plant. Yes! And the leaves do kind of remind me of lily pads, which feels appropriate to have in a forg's home. What beverage do I want? Oh no, I'm having beverage choice paralysis. I'm gonna pick up this. This is the one I grabbed first. Okay, I'm gonna have some mint tea. Delicious. You know what? I'm gonna have some summer fruit squash as well. I wouldn't say they go super well together, but you know what? It's fine. Ah, geez. Okay. Okay, I just want as little paint as I can have on my brush at one time. And then just... just plop on some mostly vanishing, but I know it's there, wood grain texture onto the window frame. Because why? Because it's made of wood, and I think it's nice sometimes to just apply a little bit. Oh, geez, I picked up too much paint. If I pick up too much paint, it won't work very well. I have discovered with this, with these paints, they do want to lift if you overlayer. So trying to avoid this. Okay, but yeah, I mean that texture is subtle, but it wants to be subtle. That's absolutely fine. Silly says, hi, Sammy, dropping a lurk, but have a lovely stream. Thank you so much for the lurk. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a lovely lurk, Silly. It was lovely to see you. And hello, Roll. Welcome in. How are you? It's wonderful to see you. Welcome, welcome. How goes? How is your day going? Very lovely to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. Oh, great. Now I have to... okay, wait. There's this little bit that you can see here. So I'll do that first. And then it comes into... it butts up against this corner with a little sort of like diagonal join here. And then we have to navigate a curve. Oh, no. Curvatures. Heavens to Betsy. That's harder than straight lines. But I too am not a straight line. So I find them relatable. Anyways. Okay. Sorry to keep turning you around in circles. I hope it's not giving anyone dizziness troubles. But if it is, let me know and I will try and keep it to a minimum. Okay. The wood grain texture, she is subtle, but she is there, and we love that for them. Roll says, oh, well, I'm sick, so meh, but excited for birthday plans, so yay! I'm so sorry that you're under the weather, and I very much hope that you feel better soon. Please accept a delicious sip of my tea. there you go. I hope that that helps. And excited for birthday plans indeed. Indeed, indeed. Are you having a party? Are you doing something fun? That is exciting. And happy impending birthday to you. Oh, goodness. This is a good tea. It's like a spicy fruit pie. Very good. Lots of... I get a lot of sort of like a cinnamony fruitiness from it, which is very pleasant indeed. What do I want? I want a little more brown. I find weirdly enough that brown seems to be the color I'm using the most of out of this palette. Huh. How about that? Go figure. That and probably black, I think. Though weirdly, I think I've used quite a lot of the blue as well, and almost no red, despite the fact that there's a reasonable amount of red-looking stuff in this piece. Haven't actually used a lot of the red itself. Huh. Go figure. Well, hello and welcome on in, and thank you so much for following Two Naked Lesbian underscore kissing. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. It did, as is often the case with usernames that are like a lot of words that are all one word, it took me a minute to separate out the words in the username, but I eventually got there, so I do apologize for the slight delay. That was my brain catching up with it. But hi. I'm celebrating tomorrow on this very platform, but for this official day, I think I'll do a good coffee with my friends. Aww! Happy official day, and I hope you enjoy your delicious coffee, and I'm glad to hear that your speaking voice has come back. Hooray! That's awesome. I do wish you the remains of a recovery be speedy and pleasant. But yeah, do not love for you that you've been under the weather. Do love for you that you are on the mend. Just popping in some wood grainy texture into the floor. It's whatever. But I often think that just a little texture. The official day, sorry, will be Wednesday, not today. Okay, happy Wednesday then. Gotcha. And I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating. That is awesome. Okay. Alright, we are almost there. Getting some textures into the floor. Is it perfect? No! But you know what? Wood comes from nature. And in fact, I'm going to just drop a couple of little sort of these little features in the wood to imply that yes, this floor came from tree. What kind of tree? I don't know, but it sure did. There, okay. I think that's enough. I think that'll do. For the floor. Actually, whilst I'm here, because this is such a good floor color, I might just finally draw some nice, distinct delineation between where the wall meets the floor. And I think that will, hey, I feel like this piece is starting to come together now. I really do. And I love that. I love that for us. Oh, Roll says, I love this art. It's warm and cozy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I have indeed tried my best to produce a cozy vibe here. And so I'm very glad to hear it. I have realized the other thing that I wanted to do with the wood grain is on this little shelf up here. I think wants some subtle Yes, but present. That'll do. Okay. And now I know that this is a pilea. Yay! Turnip has got a lurk. I'm excited to see the finished piece, though. Thank you so much for the lurk, Turnip. I very appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful lurk. Thank you, thank you. Yes, only cozy art here, says Lino. Yes, only cozy art here. These are the vibes that we want to maintain. Thank you. Frankly, it's a Monday, therefore I need maximum cozy. Very much summoning the coz today, or dying trying. Right. Do I want to switch brushes now? I think I maybe do. I think I am gonna. Okay. I'm gonna give this brush a bit of a rest, and we are going to swap over to my even finer fine liner. Oh, would you get a load of this absolute tiny wee baby? Tiny little baby. Which is very useful for the doing of the lines. I like this brush. It is a pro art. What does that say? Proline Plus, number 007. Okay. I don't know what any of that means. Part of the problem with, like, I feel like, does anyone know? I don't think that, like, okay, I can't even see what size this brush is, but I feel like brush size numbers are not consistent across, like, one range to another. So you can buy a brush and think, oh, this is the smallest one of the range. It's going to be nice and small. This is the smallest brush of that range. I thought it was going to be closer to this. Bit of a difference between those two. Oh well, I do love this brush though. This brush is very good. But I actually bought the next size up thinking that, oh, that'll be useful as well. I have never used this brush. Because look at the size of this freaking thing, and look at the size of my canvas. Too large. Lino says, no, Mr. Brush. I expect you to die. Oh no. I hope none of my brushes die. That would make me feel very sad. Anyways. Alright. Shall I do... I think I'll do this little table, and then I'll do the sort of brown bits at the back, like the shelves and stuff. And then we can look at doing some of the chair... Oh, shoot! And the chair feats. The chair feats. Oh, jeez. It's Terry's Magical Mega Broom. Hell yeah, it is. It is basically, as far as brushes go, it's basically a broom. It's that big. Okay. So, once again, I start with brown. I pick up a nice little amount of the brown. I pop that down on my little palette, which is just off to this side for my convenience. I supplement with some yellow, I think. I see how that looks. I determine that it's a little bit too warm. And I add a little bit of black. Just to kind of dull it down. Whereupon I now decide that it's too dark, and I need to add a little bit more yellow. And back and forth for the next 9 hours of stream. No. I ain't got time for that. Okay. This ought to do, but I think it's still slightly too bright of a color. So what I'm going to do is actually a nice way to kind of mute colors down a little bit is to actually just add a little bit of their complement to them. So I have picked up a little bit of blue. I've added a little bit of the blue to it, and now it's perfect. Color theory. Literally color theory 101. I did not go to art school. My degree is in cultural studies. And a lot to do with literary theory and linguistics. and a minor in psychology. Which ultimately was more interesting than it was useful. But you know what? That is also of value. Just having done the thing was valuable, I think, as an experience. And for my general sense of person. And also to intend to become a full-time academic and then learn why that is 100% not for me. But if I hadn't done it, I'd be like, oh geez, I could have been an English professor if I'd just done that thing. And it's like, no, you couldn't. I mean, maybe you could have, but you would have been miserable. So, it's good that I didn't do that. Instead, I paint magical frog guys on the internet. Tell me, what's a more valuable career? I think it's painting little frog guys on the internet. No, I think there's an immense value in the humanities and things like cultural studies, literary theory, etc., etc., etc. I think they're very important. And I dislike the tendency to assume that the most or the only important subjects that you can study are like STEM. STEM is very important as well. But the humanities can and do bring a lot of value. Anyways. Sad Siri wants to know what's his name. This is Terry. He says hello. Also, hello to you. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome on in. And sorry for my ramble just now. Theo says if I were rich, I would pay you full-time wages to paint magical frog guys. I appreciate it. I would love having a benevolent, sort of patron to fund my artistic career, but I realize that's not really realistic for most of us, apart from those like 5 millionaires who get to do whatever stupid nonsense, and have too much money, and whose artworks get shown in museums and then get bought and sold by super rich people as like basically money laundering. Anyways, not that I have spicy opinions about the sort of mainstream, extremely moneyed art world or anything. No, not at all. Anyways. Amazing, says Sad Siri. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. I hope you like the magical frog situation. Oh my goodness, hello little Batto! That is adorable. Thank you so much for the flaming bat giant emote, Sad Siri. That is so stinking cute. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Linus's new Warlock Pact unlocked. Oh my goodness. How would that work if your Warlock patron was like, a wealthy art patron who just like pays you to paint portraits and stuff? I don't know. I feel like that butts up against, not in a bad way, but like, sort of if you were to do like a Warlock Bard combination, and your Bard thing was that you painted, and that your Warlock patron paid you to like, paid you to paint portraits and stuff, and in return you get all kinds of cool like badass warlock powers. That would be fun. That would be super fun. Oh my gosh, somebody get on the phone to the makers of tabletop RPG What Does Warlock, and then get them to pay me lots of money for this idea, because it's really heckin' cool. Though actually, that being said, I have a Warlock character that I have played and may play again at some point in some little one-shotty type adventures. But if I were ever to make another Warlock, I would kind of want to homebrew something like that, because I think that's really fun. And I am not a stranger to making weird, silly stuff up in the name of, dungeon dragoning. You know, it's like, yeah, I could use this, you know, very, very sophisticated, pre-created, you know, sort of character idea, or I could just mess with it. Why not? Ah, Sad Siri, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. I'm going to take a sip of my summer fruits. That's what I'm going to have. Delightful. Anyways. I still think one of my favorite Dungeon Dragon characters that I've done, where I was just like, I need to homebrew some of this, or I need to make some stuff up for this, was one of the, and I think we've talked about this before on stream, that one of the things that they've kind of altered a bit for the new Dungeon Dragon is your character's like origin. So if they're like an elf or you know, a gnome or a human or whatever, all of the like half characters, like half orcs and half elves and stuff, it was all like the other half is assumed to be human, and that always bothered me, because I'm like, what, who is to say that, like, you can't have someone whose mummy is an elf and whose daddy is a dwarf? Like, why not? Why is that not a thing that you ever see? Unless it's baked in that for some reason those two different sort of fantasy peoples aren't reproductively compatible. There's no reason to say that you couldn't have a character who has, you know, like, one parent that's a halfling and the other parent that's, I don't know. I feel like it'd be harder. I was gonna say a dragonborn, but I don't know if that's harder, because do we know, do dragonborns lay eggs, or do they live birth? Because I feel like that one potentially does add a layer of complication. But for instance, I did a character once who was a water genasi, but crucially, their other parent was a halfling. So they were unusually tall for a halfling and also blue. And I loved that character. I thought that character was so much fun. I did a terrible accent for it, because I was like, well, you know, that's halflingy. They're from, like, the West Country, so I had to do, like, a West Country accent. And they came from a very prominent cider-making family. It was a lot of fun, though. There's some excellent third-party products that allow for that as well, says Lino. There's the amount of, like, third-party creativity and expansion in the Dungeon Dragon makes me so happy. It's so good, and there is so much to explore. I do sometimes want to try playing other RPGs, but one of the things I also really love about Dungeons and Dragons is that I've absorbed enough of it by osmosis that I never sat down and read the player's handbook from cover to cover. I just, you know, I just strategically look through and find the bits that are relevant to me. And just kind of know how to do the rest, and that's great. Sad Siri gives, give me forbidden love in D&D. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. My first D&D character was a Firbolg, and she was married to my husband's first D&D character, who was a dwarf. It was a very sweet relationship, and it was a very fun set of characters to play, and I'm still incredibly fond of them. I'm looking at a painting of the two of them right now that I painted for my partner for our wedding anniversary, I think. I painted a little portrait of our two Dungeon Dragon characters, which is very incredibly normal of me. But yeah, she's about twice as tall as he is, which was really cute. And they love each other very much. It was a fun time. Anyways, Sad Series to show the painting. I don't wanna move it from its shelf. But I will find it on my Instagram, because I'm sure I will have posted it to my Instagram. It is an old painting by comparison with, like, my newer stuff now, so looking at it, I'm a little bit like, oh, it's cute, but man, I'm a better painter now than I was when I made it, so don't judge too harshly, please. But I am still very fond of it. It's just one of those things where sometimes you look back on your old art and you're like, damn, I'm better at this now. But also, I'm still really fond of it. I don't know. Nostalgia, I suppose. So I'm just having a little rifle through my Instagram to try and find it. Excuse me. Oh, goodness, where are they? This is Hollow Knight Art Month of last year. So we're getting there. I post a lot. Oh, goodness gracious, where are they? Oh, we're getting into the wilderness of this artwork that I'm scrolling through now is just far enough away that I look at some of it and I'm like, oof. Which is not necessarily fair. But, you know, it's like that with your own, like, old work, I think. Oh, don't tell me I didn't post it. I'm sure I did. Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay, hold up. Here they are. Linus says most D&D books are basically unreadable cover to cover. Yeah, there was, you know, long before I ever played a Dungeons & Dragons, I did really enjoy looking at the pictures. Anyways, here they are. This was myself and my significant other. It was a very novel... Oh, Mesh, thank you so much for the hydrate. I'm going to take a big sip of my tea. Thank you. Very nice. Also, hello, Mesh. Hope you're having a good one. Theo says, Firbolg are a very modest height. Yes, absolutely. 100%. But it was novel for me as someone who's 5 feet tall playing a character who's 8 feet tall. I enjoyed that a lot. I think every character I've played since then has been a creature that is shorter than I am. So at some point I'm going to need to correct this and find another, like, tall character to play. But her name was Hila, and she's a sweet lady. She's trying her best. And she lived in, you know, sort of a very, like, hippie commune for most of her life and decided that she wanted to go explore the rest of the world. So she still doesn't really understand things like common currency and other things, but with the help of her husband, she's getting better at it. And she does have a flower crown, of course. She also always has, like, muesli and stuff in her pockets just in case anyone's hungry. But yeah, I crave her belt, says Theo. Oh man, I really want one of those fantasy belts with all the pouches and stuff. I think that'd be so nice. And her little apron dress as well. I actually contemplated making myself, like, an outfit inspired by hers. Because it looks so comfy and cute. Her little, like, aprons and her flower crown and stuff. Pocket muesli, says Lino. Delicious and very, very, very good for your digestion. Sad Series is good for gathering random trinkets. Yes, absolutely. We love to see it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Heavens to Betsy. Okay. Gonna keep on keeping on getting these lines in place, I think. Yes, I shall. Okay. I need a bit more of this. I'm just gonna pick up what's left, what sort of remains of this, like, warmer brown color, because I've realized I need to do this. Oh no, it's not. That's not enough paint. I need more paint. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. To do this shelf as well. More paint. Anywho. Cassa says, I've been listening in on a group playing some kind of Pathfinder version and I have zero clue what's happened. Mostly because I struggled to work out who was talking. Oh, goodness gracious. Is this like a podcast or is this literally something that's happening in your vicinity? Because either way fun. But also either way I have no idea because I have not ever done a Pathfinder. And I know very little about it. Linus says Pathfinder is even more noodly than 5th edition D&D. I know so little about Pathfinder except that I know the people who really like Pathfinder that I have known really like Pathfinder. So it might be fun is what I know about Pathfinder. Yeah, anyways. Okay. Just gonna eat up a little bit more of this brown. I'm just mixing that together with the brown that I used for that. And making a new brown. Why was I doing this? Oh yeah, the chair feet. Oh yes, the chair feet. Okay. Just bringing my little ricotta lid I use the ricotta lid for my pot. If they ever get rid of the lids on ricotta pots, I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do for paint palettes, because these do eventually get too stained to continue using. But I am all about reusing stuff like this really nice sturdy plastic, which I enjoy. But yes. Since they started getting rid of the like yogurt pot lids in shops in the last couple of years, I've been really hanging on to the lovely lids that they still have on ricotta pots. Not that the thing is I don't use ricotta that often at home. So when I'm able to get a good lid, when I'm making a food that uses ricotta, maybe a cheesecake or like a pasta, I hold on to these for dear life. These do not get thrown away. They are so good. I still think ricotta lid is some kind of cryptid, says Lino. I mean, maybe they are. Oh my goodness, a ricotta lid sighting in the wild. How exciting. Better report this to the Weekly World Weird News. Anyways, Casa says, this is Marvin's D&D group, and it's all Germans and one Swiss guy, so they all sound alike to me. Oh no! Oh, heck. Welp, I hope they're having a fun time. Because it sounds like they are doing things that are, I don't know anything. I really do not know anything about, Pathfinder. Except that people who really like it. Anyways. I've got a spam to, hang on. I've got to get my moderation hat on and nuke a spam. There we go. Okay. Done. Anyways. Goodness gracious. Sorry for my coughing. I'm gonna take another sip of my mint tea, I think, which is now stone cold. As you can see, I've had most of it, but that'll do. Okay. So I've done the chair legs, done the that thing, I've done the that thing. Teapot. Teapot time. Okay. What sort of tea is it? I don't know. Good question. What sort of tea do we think Terry's drinking tonight, chat? Is he drinking a soft green tea? Is he drinking something herbal like a mint tea or maybe a lemon and ginger situation? Is he drinking a rare vintage pu'er tea? Is he just having a bog standard PG tips? I don't know. I will be led by you, chat, if anyone has strong opinions on what tea Terry should be drinking tonight. Sound off in the chat, I suppose. I think I just used this Lunar Red Rock for that. So that's what I'm gonna use for my lines. Hopefully it looks good, and if it looks bad, guess what? I'll just cover it up with something else, and it'll be fine, and we'll just pretend this never happened. It's all good. Anyways. Actually, yeah, this is perfect. Yay! Hit perfect, everybody. Hooray. Also, I do apologize if there are, like, strong printer noises happening behind me. That's because there's a 3D print in progress, but hopefully it's not too obtrusive. Anyways. Once again, I'm just gonna let you know, whilst I'm remembering, to mark thy calendars for next Monday, which is my featured streamer day for Streaming this year, wherein we will be painting my prompt word for the Streaming prompt list, and my word is blustery. If anyone decides to do to do like their take on that prompt word or any of the Streaming prompt list prompt words, please definitely do. Feel free to drop it in the Discord if you want to share it in the Discord, and also check out the Streaming website there. Use the hashtag if you're going to post it on socials so we can find and share. I would love to see if anyone does decide to do something for my prompt word. I would like to see it. Anyways, Marvin, hey, how's it going? Lovely to see you. Marvin says, wow, rude. Marvin, I hope you're having an amazing time with your game. I hope you're having a lot of fun. It sounds super fun. But also, hello. Linus says, maybe something smoky, a caravan perhaps. Ooh, that would be really cozy. Yeah. Yeah, why not? A smoky, enchanted caravan tea. I'm into that. Okie dokie. Doo-doo-doo. Alright, we have teapot, teacup, happy little teas, and me doing a little bit of a cough. I will just pop you know what, I'm going to pop the Streaming prompt list up on screen for a sec, just in case anyone is wondering what the heck I'm talking about. We did have a look at my Streaming sketches so far. It starts tomorrow technically, so I haven't painted any of them yet. Though I know some folks have been getting ahead of it, which is good because it's 31 words, and if you want to do multiples of them, it's a lot of work to do in the space of a month. I'm gonna try and do all of them, so fingers crossed. But that's the list. And yeah, really looking forward to it. I have so far painted. I still need to sketch out prompts 15 through 31, but I've at least started prompts 1 through 14. So hopefully I'll have some manner of a month's worth of little paint sketches to show for it. But hello? Marvin.
Oh hell yeah, Roll Marianne just subscribed.
Thank you so much, Marvin, for gifting a sub to Roll. That is very, very, very sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you. My goodness. Very, very, very kind. Roll says, Marvin, I just said hello. And indeed, hello, Marvin. Marvin says, we sure do. It's usually a good amount of chaos and arguing about rules for an hour to then make 3 steps and then realize we messed up. It's great. Honestly, that sounds like so much fun. That's awesome, and I love that for you. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank you again for the gift sub. I really appreciate it. Very kind. Very sweet. Where was I painting this gubbins? What should I do next? Actually, you know what? The plant pot for that Pilea plant is not dissimilar to the color I just did for the teapot. So I'm gonna take, I think, some of this very burgundy purple and kind of add those two together and then use that to line weight this bad boy. Hell yeah. And then look upon my handiwork and feel kinda good about it. Hooray. There we go. Nice. Good. Love that. That was it. Nice and easy. If I just use entirely this burgundy purple, we've got a good line color for Terry's cloak, so I'll do that next. And I think once that's done, I'm going to take a super quick, 2-minute break. And then we will resume and hopefully finish this gosh dang thing today. If somehow we finish this piece before the end of stream, which is possible, but don't let's get ridiculous, because that's also setting myself up for absolutely not doing that. We can do some streaming sketchies, I suppose, because I do need to get a move on with getting more of that done as well. Though, I mean, having parts of sketches for numbers 1 through 14 is pretty good, I think. That's pretty good. It's better than having nothing, at least, I reckon. Okay, there he is in his cozy little cloak. So nice and comfy. And looking very stylish, if I do say so myself. But now that is did, I'm gonna take a quick minute to BRB. And I'll be back in about a minute. So feel free to take this opportunity to, like, hydrate and have a little stretch. Take your meds if you haven't taken them and you're supposed to. Do all that jazz. Enjoy the BRB song. You're not going to miss anything because I won't be here. So I'll see you in a minute. Here's the BRB screen. Let me bring back the BRB music. There it is. And I'll be back very, very shortly. Is it? Okay, now it's unmuted. Hello, friends. I'm back. Sorry about that. Ah! Oh, my stars and garters. That was an adventure. Sorry. There was a delay where it did not want to unmute, and then it unmuted, and I didn't realize that it had unmuted, and then I muted it again. Anyways. Marvin, thank you very much for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. I hope you have a lovely lurk. I hope your pathfinding goes well. I apologize for the, hiccups. Anyways, it's lovely to be back. Hello. Roll, thank you for the anana. I did indeed make an emote of the pineapple that is our friend who holds my paintbrushes, and we love him very much. He's very paint covered now, but he's been a very important companion over the last couple of years. Anyways, I've got a little moderatorial duty to attend to, so if you'll give me just a moment to nuke this little bunny into space. Goodbye, real life laboratory. You're not a real person. Anyways. Ooh! Oh goodness! Oh no! Is this something I remember what it looks like? I don't know, but I will try. We have a terrible drawing time redeem from the lovely Theo, who wants to see the noble but cozy mud skipper. Or a little group of them if you like. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can find... I think there's space for that on this canvas, which is mostly full, but there's definitely some spaces for adding more stuff, and I just don't know if a mud skipper wants to keep company with this. Horrifying. Anyways, allow me to explain terrible drawing time again for anyone who has recently come in. It's the phenomenon that you see here, where for 5,000 channel points I've got 5 minutes or less to draw a character or a concept of your choosing, from memory or sight unseen, on the terrible drawing canvas. This is our terrible drawing canvas for the moment. And it's been requested that I draw a little mud skipper. So, let me see what I can do. They are some funky little creatures if memory serves, so, I shall try. Actually, I think I've got a good idea of where I want to put this. So, mud skippers, the best kind of skipper, says Lino. Don't let any other skippers hear that, or they'll feel sad. Anyways, my timer. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock, starting now. Good. Now, okay, a mud skipper is a funky little creature that It's a funky little creature. You know, I'm gonna pop the mud skipper right down here. I'm gonna pop the mud skipper right down here. And I'm gonna see what I can do here. Because it's gonna have, I think it's got sort of these sorts of eyes. Nope, because that's cursed. Hold up. Can I make it cuter? I feel like I can make it cuter. I'm gonna make it cuter. It's gonna be a very chill mud skipper, this one. So let's there we go. Yay, happy little mud skipper. Got a big mud skipper mouth. Just like this. The very best kind of skipper. Line up. I'm very excited, says Theo. Oh, geez. I gotta tell you, there's a lot I don't remember about what a mud skipper looks like. So, you'll have to forgive me for that. But they've got their little feet. I think they've got their little feet. Do they have little feet? I hope they've got their little feet. 'Cause, well, they do now. And I know that they've got little flippery doos and big mouths, and just got a long, hang on, I'm gonna fix its body because I think I've done a very bad job of its body. So hold up. Are they long boys? I don't know. Are they like feet or are they flippers? I'm gonna do like a flipper foot. Because I honestly can't remember. So I'm gonna make it kind of a combination of the two because I simply don't know. And it's kind of just got a tail and it's just dooting along like a little friend. Maybe has it got a little fin? Gonna give it a little fin just for fun. And then some fun sort of skin texture to make it cute. Where's my timer at? What's my timer on? 2 minutes. Okay. I don't think this is what a mud skipper looks like, but I also don't know. So we're gonna go with this. Theo wanted to see a bunch of them. So this mud skipper is just going to have some, because I've got like a minute and a half, this mud skipper is just going to have some horrifying little mud skipper babies that are real tiny. Like so. Whoop. And the little tail goes like that, because it's fun. Hello. And another one. They're just all in a row, maybe. They're getting progressively worse, too. That's just great. I love that. Maybe at some point I should stop. Give them little happy little mud skip faces. Oh, jeez. Oh great, that it was falling out of the picture. Oh no, it looks like this and it's terrible and I'm sorry. Hey Samantha, welcome on in. How are you doing? It's lovely to see. She's had a long day of skipping, says Theo. Yes, and here's her little mud skippy babies. She looks very content. Yay! I managed to make it home with time and energy to catch a Sammy stream. It is lovely to see you, Samantha. Welcome on in. I was just drawing a mud skipper and some tiny mud skippers for fun. I hope that they're okay. This was a terrible drawing time, Redeem, as you can probably guess. At least I hope you can guess. So I think I'm about done. This is mud skipper. This is baby mud skippers. If this isn't what a mud skipper looks like, let's just pretend this was meant to be a Pokemon. And that the artistic license was therefore intentional. That's the timer. I'm going to look up how wrong was I about mud skippers. Let's find out. Well, they definitely do have weird sort of flappy arm flap dude. This is a good picture of a mud skipper. Let me pull up this one. Okay, it is very cute. I do love this a lot. There we go. So, there's a mud skip. Get a load of this absolute friend. How did I do, chat? Did I nail it? I don't know, but I tried my best. They also, here's the Google image search for mud skipper. This is the great blue spotted mud skipper, apparently. Very majestic. Very impressive. We love to see it. This is the Wikipedia picture for a mud skipper. There's 2 of them. Aw, they're friends. At least I hope they're friends. Either that or they're coworkers who barely tolerate each other. This is... No! Hello! Hello, look at their big old mud skippy mouths. Very, very cute. Anyways, that's mud skippers. Samantha says, corporate has asked me to find the differences between these 2 pictures. Yes, and I'm pretty sure you can. Theo says the females select mates according to who can jump the highest. That is super cute, and as a short person, I totally understand. Yes. Anyways, let's bring this back. But yeah, excited to get to roast a squash for the first time in the season tonight. Very excited for that indeed. I may be picking up a pumpkin later this week, depending on whether or not I feel like I have it in me to carry something that weighs a couple of kilograms home. I'm gonna aim for about 1 kilogram, and I feel like that's gonna be pushing the bout out, because my body is kind of broken. And I have to bring my groceries home on the bus, but I really want a pumpkin, damn it! I need a pumpkin so I can make pumpkin muffins and feel seasonal. Ah! If you've never had my pumpkin muffin recipe, let me just say, it is the best recipe to ever exist. I think I've posted it to the Discord at some point. If I haven't posted it to the Discord at some point, I will do that. It is also in my first cookbook, which is really old now, and the art is super old, and I don't like shouting it out because it's like, literally, I think it was like 6 years ago that I wrote it, so I just look at it and I go, ooh, but the recipes are all sound and endure, so at least there's that, even if the art is 6 years ago me art. Oof, ouch, the cringe. Anyways, the painting has changed so much since I last caught a strem, says Samantha. The colors look so rich. Aw, thank you. I genuinely adore this palette. I think this palette is so good. It works so well for this time of year. It is not commercially available, but if you want to recreate it yourself, I can tell you the colors that I used for it. So basically, it is a ratio of 1 gram to 1 gram of each of these colors. I add 0.4 of a gram of Lunar Red Rock, which is the sort of anchor color for the palette. The colors in question are cadmium red medium, chromium orange hue, cadmium yellow light, helio green, cobalt blue deep, manganese violet, mahogany brown, Mars black, and this is the Lunar Red Rock. And this is an unrelated duochrome color because this book up here is emanating a slightly magic energy. Excuse me. Oh no. Oh, beans. Okay. Sorry, my nose really wants to sneeze again. It's very itchy all of a sudden, so talking is difficult. But it's one of those ones where I've got like you know when you've got like a trapped sneeze in your nose, like you can tell it feels like you need to sneeze, but it's not happening. It's one of them's. It's just sitting in there like, come on, get, just sneeze or stop feeling like you need to sneeze. One of the two. Thank you for the Gesundheit. Thank you for the bless you. Danke. Thank you. Much appreciated. Okay. I think the need to sneeze is passing. I think I can maybe continue working now. That would be very nice if true. Because yeah. All right. Okay, first things first. Going to just drop a little... I feel like I want to just kind of amend this, and not amend exactly, but I just want to... Just get a little shade happening on this little lamp as well. Yeah, I think that's nicer. Okay. Prosit, thank you very much, Theo. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to do a little mute button for a second, because I need to blow my nose now, and I don't want to do that into the microphone, because I am mindful of the fact that I don't think that would be a pleasant streaming experience for any of you. One moment, please. Where's the mute button? There they are. One moment. Oh, Biddle Boy, that's an improvement. Hello again. I'm back. But anyways, yes. Now, I don't know how a little, tiny little amount of 3D printing artifact got onto my painting, but here we are. I mean, I think I do know, and the answer is I live in a house where a lot of 3D printing happens, and a lot of it happens in the studio. And that is okay, and I love it, and I support it, and I think it's wonderful. I don't know what Bambi is printing right now, but she is hard at work, and we love her very much. All right. Ooh, that has dried down into a beautiful, beautiful bit of shade. I love that. That's gorgeous. Okay. I wanted to give this, like, oil lantern a nice bit of sort of a patina, and so I hope that that comes across. I mean, it's a teeny tiny background element, but, you know, just because something is a teeny tiny background element doesn't mean that you don't want it to look good. Still gots to look good. So here we are. Little handle for holding it, like so. And I think I might add a little bit of yellow to this orange to try and give some definition to the glass case, what containeth the flameth, what illuminateth the room. Well, to a certain extent. I think there is an additional light source somewhere, but there's definitely a reasonable amount of light being thrown from this lovely lamp here. Hopefully lovely lamp. If not, from this lamp, and we shall append no adjectives to it. Oh no. Okay. Now I'm going to take my orange and I'm going to add a little bit of red for the to outline this flame, just to make it feel nice and, you know, on fire. Oh no, okay, I lost all of the water in my paint and it just decided to just do nothing. Great. Love that for me. Come on, paint. Come on, paint. Okay. Here we go. Okay, giving it a little clean out, and then I think I might just do a little one of these. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Is that a cozy little lamp? I hope it's a cozy little lamp. It's not focusing. Come on. Is that a cozy little lamp? I hope so. I hope so. Okay. Moving on. Am I putting off doing, like, the chair and most of Terry? Yes. I will do that last probably because it's the bit that intimidates me the most. But for the Pilea plant, I need some green. I need some of my beautiful green here. And I think I don't really need to do anything to this green. I think the green is probably actually, I think I might add a little bit of yellow to the green on reflection. I think that'll be a good. Anyways, what's everybody else up to this week? Do you have anything fun coming up? And or did you do anything fun this weekend? Streaming. Streaming. We are kicking off Streaming month with our first actual streaming stream on Thursday, which is day... what day? What day is Thursday? It's the 3 of October, which means that we're doing Unhinged. Hooray! We're going to be doing the Unhinged prop and probably also the next one after that on Thursday. So that'll be fun. Unhinged, for anyone who missed it, I'm literally doing a painting of someone fixing a door. Because my first thought when I saw the word unhinged was, well, somebody's going to have to fix the door then. But very silly of me, but you know what? That is a valid interpretation of the word. And I love that for us. I'm really glad I got this very fine line brush, because it makes the doing of, like, things like the tiny foliage on this Pilea plant so much easier. Gives me a nice amount of precision for all those little lines. Get a load of that insane foliage. Hell yeah. I hope you like it. Anywho. So that was nice to do. Since I do have this green mixed up, shall I attempt to forge a forg color out of it? Because right now the green is... The difference between the green that comes out of this palette and Terry is significant. To be honest, as far as like a green blend goes, Terry is mostly yellow here. So we need a much warmer green for that. Theo says, I always feel awkward talking about my weeks in time because I am still just bedbound and housebound with no use of my hands going on a full year, but hoping to keep rereading more Discworld and order some tea. Both of these things sound very, very exciting and good, and I love those for you. Very much I do. I hope that your tea is amazing. I hope that the reading is very, very good. And I hope that everything be's alright. Okay, how am I doing for color? I feel, this is a good Terry line? That's a good Terry line weight, I feel like. It needs to be dark enough to be, like, visible. But not so dark that it doesn't match. It doesn't color match well. So I'll start with Terry's little mitten hands. And then we'll go from there, I think. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this feels alright. Speaking of tea, I actually have been meaning to order some tea as well, now that you mention it. There is a seasonal tea that Bird and Blend do that's like a spiced apple cider tea. And they haven't done it for a while, and they're doing it right now for the autumn, and I don't have any left from my previous stock of it, and I would love to get some. But, I keep forgetting to do that, so I really ought to do that now. Because it's good. It's apple cider bobbing. Yes, Theo, 'tis indeed. I love that one. I find it very cozy. Also, they apparently are doing a toasted marshmallow matcha for Halloween, which I don't know, could either be really good or could be like very sweet. I don't know, but I kind of want to try it and find out. Because I love marshmallows. I really do. It is a very beloved flavor of me, to the extent that I actually brought a bag of marshmallows home with me when I last visited Canada, because I just think that the marshmallows are better. Cassie says, I like my bonfire toffee tea. Oh, that is a very cozy tea. That's like a toasty toffee apple situation. Very, very nice. I just want to state for the record that I am not sponsored by Bird and Blend Teas. There are other makers of tea. I just happen to like this one. And if they did want to sponsor me, you know, get in touch. B&B, if you're here, if you're watching, if you're listening, hit me up. Also, if you need an illustrator for your, they do like a subscription box, kind of like, it's like a book club, but it's like a tea tasting club that they do monthly. They, with each release of that like monthly subscription comes a little like art postcard. And I'm just saying, if they wanted to, you know, if they're looking for artists to commission for one of them, I'm just putting that out there. That would be a great stream sponsor, says Casa, right? I think that would be delightful. I don't know how much they do in terms of sponsorships, but if they decided to branch out into sponsorships, hi, I'm available. Aw, Theo says you would be perfect. No, thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Okay. So that's Terry. I guess I can do chair now, I suppose. I can do chair. I'm gonna take, I have a little sort of orangey puddle. I'm gonna take the orangey puddle. I'm gonna add a little more orange to it, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of brown and red to try and make up this very warm sort of rust color for the chair. So I've pulled in a reasonable amount of this chromium orange hue is the name of it. It's not actual chromium orange because I'm pretty sure that is not a good choice of paint. Oh, Casa says, Simply Nailogical talked about David's tea for years and they eventually sponsored some videos and she was so ecstatic. I believe it. That is lovely. I bought a bag of tea from David's Tea last time I was in Canada. It was the strawberry rhubarb tea. Do recommend. It is a delightful iced tea, especially. Very, very delicious. This tea brand is not available in my country, so I doubt that they would sponsor me. That's okay. I am picking up as much. I'm loading up on brown now. I'm browning this down. But I want to warm it up again as well, so I'm going to add a little bit of just the red rock to it. And hope that we've arrived at something approximating what I want from this chair's very interestingly colored chair's line white. I couldn't just use like any of these colors like straight out of the box, could I? No, I had to mix up a bespoke color. So confusing. And so I'm absolutely not going to remember what colors I used to mix it up in the first place. Hopefully this is close enough. I hope. I'm watering it down a bit because I've got quite a thick amount on the on the palette here. Okay, going to find the most unobtrusive bit of it to start with. Okay, yeah, I think that works. I think I did good. They could send you some and Samantha says they could send you some and sponsor you with. See, our tea is so good, Brits will even import it to get some. Hey. I don't think they actually ship to the UK. But, you know, the number of YouTube videos I watch where they're sponsored by something that, oh, that doesn't ship to me anyway, so whatever. Or if it does, it's prohibitively expensive to ship. And to be honest, we have basically the same thing here. There was, oh, what was the one that I saw, like, very overly sponsored for a while? Oh, it was the, Magic Spoon cereal, and I was honestly kind of curious, but also, like, I'm not going to... That's just because I like breakfast cereal, and honestly, the breakfast cereal game here in the UK is not nearly as exciting compared to what I sort of remember from Canada. I am a breakfast cereal enjoyer at heart. Every once in a while, I do really like having, like, a, just, like, a cereal and milk snack. I think that's nice. And so I was curious about this, like, healthy cereal. I'm like, okay, they are making it sound like it tastes exactly like Fruit Loops and yada yada yada, and I am 100% sure that it doesn't. But I'm curious. Samantha says, we have Weetabix and Cheerios. What more could you ask for? Well, about that, number one, the good Cheerios. Number two, literally anything else. Though weirdly enough, you can get this cereal that I only discovered when like, after moving here, that I am genuinely kind of horrified by. Because it's like little sort of pillows of wheat, as it were, that are filled with chocolate. Like, I'm sorry, what? That's wild to me. That you can get a cereal that is filled with chocolate. That feels like it should be a North American thing, and yet they have it here. Go figure. Anyways. But my favorite cereal from back in the old country is actually Cheerios. But you can't buy the good Cheerios here. You can buy the, like, sugar-coated multigrain Cheerios, yes, but you can't get the one that is literally just toasted oats. That just tastes of toasted oat and is nice and kind of, it's not sweet particularly. It just has a nice sort of toasty flavor. It's very simple. And sometimes I just want a very simple cereal. And I miss it very much. Sammy Ann is back with tea. Love that for you. Welcome back. I hope that your tea is good. I'm very happy for you. I am also drinking tea. As you can see, there's a lot of artifacts at the bottom of this one. I think it's mostly like cinnamon. So I'm fine with that. Sammy Ann says, let me know and I'll ship them all to you, being from the old country. You know, no, A, that is going to cost you like $1 gazillion, and B, there is the very real possibility that I will get charged customs for it. I had a customs charge on a bit of post that came from overseas recently, and it stung. So yeah. But thank you. Thankfully, there are alternatives that I can get here. And I do go back and visit every once in a while. And when I go back and visit every once in a while, I do indulge myself and honestly, like, half fill my suitcase so I can fill the other half of the suitcase with goodies. Tee-hee, tee-hee. Samantha says, there's a lot of artifacts at the bottom of this one. The British Museum breaks down Sammy's door to steal their teacup. No! No, not my teacup. Look, it's got doggies on it. Oh, no, little friends. This sausage dog is wearing a little striped jumper. We love that for them. They're friends with this spotted dick. So, you know. Anyways. Anyways. Sammy Ann says, I used to work for the Canadian side of customs. I'm well aware of how much that could get. Shivers. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Crazy. Just wild. Absolutely wild. And seemingly random sometimes, which was fun. When that happens. Yay! Okay, what's next? Okay, gonna grab a little bit of orange again and a little bit of yellow again. And just do, there's a little bit of patchwork here on the chair. And I just want to make it look cute. Pop some little top stitching onto there. Precious. Fresh as heck. Love that for them. Anyways, Sammy Ann says, well, now that you're all out of the EU stuff, it gets very weird, lol. Oh my gosh, I know. The number of places that are just like, the number of businesses that I guess get infrequent enough orders from the UK that they're just like, yeah, we don't ship to you anymore. It's like, no. It's very sad, actually. Hate that for me. Hate that for me very much. Okay. Alright, good. I think we're making some progress. Or some frogress, if you prefer. Samantha says, I think the worst part about the charges in the UK is that very little of it is actually duty. The largest part is the admin charge that Royal Mail add on top to fill out the customs. So it's true. It's true. It is very true. And if you legitimately are like, I don't think that this charge is correct, the form that you have to fill out in order to dispute it is a real pain in the backside. Not a fan. Anyways. Sammy Ann says, this is so delightful, by the way. I just want to pull up a chair and read alongside Terry. He would love that. He would very much love that. He would welcome your company. He would pour a second cup of tea. He would love that very much. Voxel, hello, welcome in. How are you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome in. We are painting. I'm just finishing up this piece. This is Terry. He is a froggo. He is a mage. He is reading in his cozy little reading nook. And we're nearly finished, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to really waffle about the last, few minutes of getting this done. Because this is the scariest part, is the finishing. Okay. So what else shall I do? Mage Frog makes sense for some reason. Right? It does. It does. Terry is a longtime friend of the stream. And as you can see here, is having a lovely time getting some reading done, all that good stuff. I'm gonna try and make a good line weight color for Terry's trousers. I don't know how this is gonna go, but we'll try. I think it wants to be mostly blue, so I'm pulling out my blue, and then wants a little green added to it because the blue is a very, very warm blue. This is blue. It's a very warm blue. The last paint strokes are the longest, says Sammy, and yes, absolutely, 100% agreed. That is very, very true. Okay, this color is so dark I can barely see what it's looking like. Is that a little, feel like that's a little bit too green, actually, so more blue. This is a gorgeous blue, but it does seem to want to kind of disappear into whatever you mix into it. That's too much blue. Gonna have to go back in and pick up a little bit more green. Ah! Okay, tell you what, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this and we'll see. Sammy Ann says, oh, that book shadow on the stack just surprised me in a very pleasant way. Gives that lantern some even cozier light. Oh, hell yeah! Thank you! Thank you, thank you. I tried my best. I am trying my very best. Oop. Okay. Had a little bit of a blob there, but I think I can fix it. I think I can make it work. At least I think this color is okay. Which is good. Okay. There we go. Pick up just a little smidge more. And there we are. I keep getting distracted by the little sounds that the 3D printer is making, which are very, I don't know, kind of like rhythmic and soothing, actually, I find. I don't know if that's weird. Anyway, Terry has trousers now. Ta-da! Oh, Sammy Ann says your best is more than good enough. Hey, no you. No you. So there. Thank you. That's very kind. I think I just want black for the last bits, and then we will look around and check to make sure that there aren't any bits that I forgot. I know I need to fix that bit. Voxel says I'm trying to build a rocket in Kerbal Space Program, right? Ooh, but it just keeps exploding. Maybe I should decide ballistic missiles. I mean, I think exploding builds in Kerbal Space Program sounds very familiar to me. That is a common issue. Of course, what you could do if you just want to have fun, you can always like lean into it and just, what's the most ridiculous build I can attempt to make, and see whether or not it works. And inevitably, it will probably get about, sort of a foot into the air and then just explode. Anyways, Samantha says, need a channel point redeem where Sammy has to just accept a given compliment without trying to deflect it back at the complimenter. Impossible. Impossible. Illegal. Cannot do. Voxel says the fix is, as always, more duct tape. I mean, more struts. Duct tape can definitely do a lot of very useful things. Okay, let me start with these the little lacings on Terry's tunic. There we go. He's got some little lacings on his tunic so he can decide whether he wants to lace it shut or wear it a little bit more, I don't know, revealingly, I suppose. Sammy Ann says, I'm Canadian. I approve of the use of duct tape. And keep your stick on the ice. Couldn't agree more. Samantha says, duct tape, woo, to the tune of DuckTales. I hope I did it justice there. I very much hope I did it justice there. Speaking of, I realize this is like an incredibly niche concern. But you know how they had like the DuckTales cartoon that was a thing when like I was a youngin', and then they revived DuckTales some years ago with like a new cast and new adventures and a new recording of the theme tune, but I think it was the same theme tune. But crucially, my husband and I watched the opening sequence for this new DuckTales program, and we both came away from it with the same criticism, and that was the original version of the theme tune is like, DuckTales, woo! There's some enthusiasm in there. The new version was much more like, DuckTales, woo! Like, there was no enthusiasm, there was no gusto in the woo part. It's like, no, you've got to really woo. If you're gonna sing woo in a song, you've got to sing it like you mean it. It can't sound like you're slightly embarrassed to go woo. It can't sound like you're feeling shy, but you still have to sing woo. You've got to properly woo, You gotta woo! Anyways. Very important. Voxel says, I am stealing keep your stick on the ice. That is a great phrase. It is, this is a very, Sammy, this is a very Canadian expression popularized by Red Green, Canadian comedian and performer. Indeed, indeed. The number of things in my life that I say that I unwittingly, just lovingly borrowed from Red Green is a non-zero number, which is wild. But there was like a regular segment on this show that would always end with, I'm pulling for you, we're all in this together. And the number of times in my life that I say that, not even remembering that was a Red Green thing. Because that's just a show that I watched every day for a long old time. Yay, Canada. Anyways, more recently, one of the dudes who was involved in the making of that show, got an ADHD diagnosis as an adult, and now does a lot of stuff to do with, sort of education and, what have you, about being an adult with ADHD, and that's rad as well, so there you go. Anyways. Most of us similarly aged kids are in the same boat, says Sammy, and yup, we super are. Voxel says, I played Celeste, I'm an expert in Canada. Absolutely, 100%. That is exactly what all of the country is like. I wish more of Canada was accompanied by the music from Celeste, but I'm glad that... Okay, saying that, trying to get to the bus stop in the dead of winter can be very similar to the platforming in Celeste. Yes, can confirm, 100%. Growing up in the deep suburbs, trying to get to a bus stop in January, forget it. Just stay home. Not that that was ever allowed. Inclement weather was reserved for the most extreme. Gosh forbid you should make it all the way to the office only to then find out that, oh, they must have called me after I left on my landline to let me know that we were closed today. Great. Love that for me. Anyways, Cassie says, like, the difference between the Mean Girls musical and the film version of the musical, if you like being disappointed by the enthusiasm of music versions, I still think it's wild that they made a movie Mean Girls. Then they made a musical of the movie Mean Girls. And then they made a movie of the musical of the movie Mean Girls. I haven't seen any of them, but I exist on the internet enough to know basically the entirety of the movie Mean Girls. Thank you very much for the follow, Usulanachi. I hope I'm saying that remotely correctly. But hello, welcome on in. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and thank you for the follow. Icy mountains with ghosts and grandmas. Yeah, definitely Canada, says Voxels. I mean, it wasn't super mountainous where I lived. There was an escarpment, though, not far away. Oh no, we made Sammy Ann do a spit take. We're sorry. Samantha says, Celeste, the game that reveals the trans girl secret that we all get a double jump, but we unlock our triple jump only after we resolve our inner trauma. And you also make a lovely strawberry pie. Mean Girls, the musical, the movie, says Samantha. Yep, this is too many. I only finished the main campaign, says Voxel. Hell yeah! Congratulations! I am still gearing up to do the DLC, but I've talked about this on Friday Games Stream recently, that I'm gearing up to do the Celeste DLC. I really want to do it. Looking forward to it. But it turns out that the platforming in that game is really hard on my ability to manipulate a games controller for long periods of time because it makes my hands cramp real bad. Therefore, if I do decide to do Celeste DLC on stream, it'll be probably like an hour of Celeste DLC, and then the rest of the stream will be something else. Just, to save me from getting super bad RSI. Because Oof, ouch. Is the that. Alright, let me pop on the lines for this little doodad here, which I think, if I may, there's a little bead of water on the ferrule of my brush, and I was hoping to kind of just brush it off onto the palette, but it wouldn't roll down. But I knew if I left it on there, it was like a little bead of water hanging out here. I know if I leave that there, then it will like blob onto the paper when I don't want it to. So I just ended up having to wipe it off. But I do need a little bit of water because this paint is wanting to dry and I need it to stay active, please. Please stay. Damn it! But I also don't want my brush to be too wet. It's a delicate balance. Because if my brush is too wet, then that's when you get quite lines that are quite a bit thicker than you intend. Which I also do not want. I would like for this to be fairly delicate. Now I'm popping a little bit of a lace pattern onto this little feature here. Because I thought it would be cute. It's nice of him to have a little sort of lace accessory on his comfy chair. I think that's nice. Anyways. Oh my goodness, have they made a game of the movie of the game Five Nights at Freddy's, Voxel? That's wild. That is wild. Oh yes, and Samantha says, in a similar vein to Mean Girls, there exists a novelization of the film Jurassic Park. Yup, of course there is. Separate to the actual novel that the film is based on. Ah! I mean, I guess that the film probably takes some liberties and makes some strategic changes from the novel. I haven't read the original novel that it's based on, so I can't say for sure, but if I had to guess, it probably does. Possibly the novel has less of Jeff Goldblum's chest, I don't know. If so, that was a very good addition for the movie, I enjoyed that. But anyways. Ooh, Sammy Ann's got some exciting news. Sammy Ann's reorder of art prints has arrived. Yay! I love that for you. Hell yeah. Very exciting. What a wonderful unboxing on a Monday of all things. Love that for you. Right, Voxel says trans people have double and triple jumps. What do non-binary folk have? We have the dash ability. And we do have the ability to dash through objects and enemies, which can be very, very useful as well. So, yes. But trans folk have triple jump, which I'm jealous of. Anyways. Right. This is the scariest part of the painting, so I'm gonna be quiet for this part. They get Hollow Knight Shadow Cloak. Got it. Yes, exactly. The one mod that I wish I could put into my Hollow Knight game is I would like to be able to change the little guy's poncho in Hollow Knight to be the colors of the non-BNE Pride flag. Sammy Ann says, some people, Dr. Malcolm, die in the book that don't die in the book. Oh no. I dislike, worth a read, but I dislike a lot more people in the book of Jurassic Park. Gasp! Well then. Interesting. I mean, I can't dislike the people in the movie. They're lovely. But that's also partially because, I don't know, the people in it seem like lovely. Sam Neill seems like a lovely man. I don't follow his socials or anything, but I'm given to understand that he has some like cute farm animals and stuff, which is really adorable, and he seems nice. And Also, I did once... Okay, so a few years ago, when the second of the sequel trilogy came out for the Star Wars, sometime around then, I had a very similar hair situation to Laura Dern's character in that movie. What's her name? Vice Admiral Holdo, that's it. She has the sort of chin-length, wavy, sort of like this color of hair, right? I had chin-length, wavy, this color of hair. And so it was very fortuitous that Uniqlo, the clothing store chain, happened to be selling a linen button-up shirt in roughly the same color as the one that she wears in Jurassic Park. Got a very, sort of similar pair of, like, basic shorts and a little, that, like, sort of light blue vest top to put on underneath. And I just made myself an impromptu Jurassic Park / Star Wars cosplay, and it's still one of the funniest things I've ever done. So there you go. Samantha says, Dr. Malcolm would be intensely dislikable in the movie if he weren't played with Jeff Goldblum's intense charisma. He is a very charismatic actor, that is for sure. Very charming. He's got that, I don't know, hi there, I'm a jazz pianist kind of deal. He's also a jazz pianist, if you don't know. Jeff Goldblum also plays the jazz piano in a jazz band when he's not being acting in things. Anyways. I have Dr. Malcolm as a pop vinyl on my desk. He's open-shirted and is a running joke between my husband and I. We have one of him somewhere as well. I'm not sure where he's got to, but he is around here someplace. I love it so much. It's so silly. Is there any part of this that I forgot to do? Yes, there is the one up at the top here that needs finishing. So, I have to ask myself, am I happy with this level of glow? I think so. I don't want it to be too super obvious that this book is rife with powerful magics. So let me just get some line weight onto it, if I may. Okay. Just so it looks a little bit more like it belongs in the space. Maybe it is intentionally plainer to deflect attention, says Sammy. And yes, I'm thinking you might be right. This is a book that is on the top of the bookshelf because it does not want to get into the hands of nosy guests who are not, reasonably powerful magic forg people. Therefore, it lives up here. Okay, almost done. Just giving it a little bit more of an artistic flourish than really any of the other tomes, which I think tells you a little something additional about that book and the fact that it's maybe a little bit magic. I mean, look, it sparkles. It's a sparkly book. Anyways, but that's that which sits unobtrusively on the top of the shelf. Just don't look up there. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Once you read that book, you learned how to crystal dash, says Voxel. Oh my goodness. I still haven't unlocked the crystal dash level of Nombini. I think that is, that's a level that, okay, there was a short form video I saw recently that I absolutely loved. It was like, this person was saying, I identify as non-binary unless you, unless you think that, like, pronouns are confusing, in which case I identify as non-confrontational. And I've never related to anything more. Oh my goodness, it's so true though. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just gonna pick up some of this brown because I think some of this brown will be a good color for a signature, and then I'm gonna sign this, and I'm gonna go cook dinner. Because it is time to do dinner. I've got to get that squash onto roast, so. Oh no, my signature's not dark enough, it's blending in, Ah, emergency. Let's pick up some more paint. Okay. Come on, be visible. Oh no. Okay, maybe if I just use black. I wasn't gonna use black for my signature, but maybe I just use black for my signature. Because I'd like you to be able to see that I've signed it. It's kind of important to me that I own this, you know? There we go, slightly visible. I did not leave myself enough space for a tidy surname, so my surname's gonna be a little bit squished, but that's okay, I'll just be Sammy Cor. The curse of unauthorized books, as Voxel. Hey, moderator / spouse. Your 3D print is not broken. It looks beautiful. Samantha says, one of my favorite is gender fluid folks who are like, no matter what your gender, if you're attracted to me, it's gay. Yes. Yes. Love that. Love that so much. Love that so much. I'm bi, therefore I'm gay for all of the genders. Hello, sunshine. Mwah. Wait, come back. One more. I love you. Oh dear, it's been suggested by my moderator / spouse that if we get any more smoochy that we will make everyone unwell. So, we'll leave it at that. I'm gonna finish signing this, and then I'm gonna sign off. Because, I think, quite possibly, that this painting is as done as it's gonna get. So I'm calling it. Calling it there. SB Galaxies, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. Thank you. Welcome. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, indeed. Neo says, I just entirely forgot about the existence of the surname and thus heard my surname, which sounds fancy. Oh yes, I'm Sir Sammy now. Or Dame. Whatever the gender neutral equivalent of Sir / Dame is. I don't know if there is one, but there should be. Anyways, I support affection in all of its forms, including smoochie, says Sammy, and I do like a smooch. I am a sap like that. Anyways, this is done. So I'm going to do a little raid. Aw, thank you so much, Neo. Very much appreciated. Oop, just popping in time for the end. The scene looks great, says Tal. Thank you very much, Tal. Lovely to see you as well. Sir Terence Forgington III, says Samantha. Oh my goodness. That's our little guy. That's our little Terry. Sir Terence. My goodness. I'm gonna see if there's anyone that we can do a little raid on. Perchance someone we haven't said hello to in a little while. Someone doing something cool. I don't know. Let's see. Where can we go? Oh, I know where we're going. Okay, cool. I know exactly where we're going. I really hope that they are not just about to end. Why does my... Am I still online? I really hope I'm still online, because, this says I'm offline, which I'm definitely not. So fingers crossed I'm still online and you can still hear me, because I would like to raid. I would like to raid out if at all possible. Okay, well this says I'm online. What the flip? Oh, who knows. Anyways, alright, let's send us in a direction. If it'll work. There it is. Okay. I'm just waiting to make sure that they're not just about to end. Yay! Yay! Silly's doing some art. Silly was here earlier, so let's go say hi to them. I'll start that raid. Let me get y'all a... I am still live. Okay, Twitch is hiccuping. I've been welcome to chat 3 times now. Yeah, me too. I don't know what is going on. SB Galaxy says that was actually an accidental follow because of the Twitch update, but hello! Hi! Hello! And thank you! I'm gonna pop a raid message in the chat. Generic raid message. Let's append some emotes. I'm feeling pretty autumnal, so let's go with the pumpkin ghost. If you have the emotes, feel free to grab the emotes. If you don't have the emotes, you could just say generic raid message. And feel free to append any cool emotes that you do have if you have some you would like to share instead. That would be super, super cool. Regardless, I will be back on Thursday with my very first stream of streaming. Very much looking forward to doing that month of art prompts. I think it's going to be really, really fun. I hope that, I hope I can get it done. We'll see. But in any case, thank you all so much for joining. It's been lovely hanging out with y'all. We got it done. I'm very proud. I'm going to go roast a squash now. So I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. I'll be back on Thursday. Have a good everything in the meantime. You're all breathtaking. Take care, everybody. Goodbye and good night.